Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be looking at the Hunslet Station. Now this specific one was based just down here on the bridge. Some of you will have known it as Hunslet High Level Station. I don't know why, but you did. Now there was quite a few stations in Hunslet. There was another one that I'm going to talk about in this video. There was this one. There was also the original Hunslet passenger station, which was closer to the centre of Leeds, right where Crown Point Retail Park is now. However, that disappeared and only was open probably 5 or 6 years until Wellington Street Station came along, or Wellington Station, and then they changed that into a goods station. But anyway, the one we're going to be concentrating on today is this one down here. Now if I show you down here, this is Hillidge Road. And it's right next to the M621. And that's currently where I'm stood, just next to this bridge here. Now, I did cover this section here in my Middleton Railway video, so if you've not seen that, go and check it out, because the Middleton Railway ran through here as well. But right down here at this point, there was a station sat right there. Now this bridge here is a new bridge, so don't take any notice of this bridge. However, it is roughly in the same position. The original bridge would have been just this section here. And then the actual station was probably where the third lane is on this bridge here. And it started there and went onwards that way. And it was at the street level here. So you would have entered the station here and then gone down some steps towards the tracks down there. What we're going to do now is head down there and have a closer look at what the station looked like, or where it was, and see if we can see anything remaining down there. Now it's really hard for me to show you much of this station because there isn't anything left whatsoever. But it opened in 1873 and it closed in 1960. And I'm going to show you something a bit further down in a minute, which you might not have known about. But while we're here, I'm just going to show you some pictures of this station building and try and match up some shots of what the station building looked like. And I'm going to start with a picture from that bridge looking down this way. So this is currently the Hillidge Road Bridge, and again it is in the original position, but this is a concrete bridge now. So right where I'm stood here would have been the entrance to the station building, just there, and you would have headed down there to the station platforms. Now I'm hopefully going to show you off the bridge, and I'm hopefully going to match up a picture taken looking this direction. Now we're just going to head round the side of the bridge because there's a few things I want to show you down here at track level. Now you can't really see much in the way of remains, but because it's winter we can get a bit closer and have a look if I don't break my neck. And if I just put you through the fence there, the actual station, you can see the abutment over there. That's what the station sat on. So it was a steel span building across here. The actual station building, another train. The actual station building was made of wood, but underneath it was supported by a steel girder. And it sat on that plinth over there. And there's one on this side as well, just below here. It sat and rested on there, and there was a central column as well, I believe, in the middle of the tracks there. So this new bridge is actually using that plinth now, but it wouldn't have done. Obviously that would have been a separate plinth behind it, and the station would have sat on this one. So as you can see, this bridge has swallowed half of the station up, or what would have been the station. So what we're going to do is just head over that side in a minute, and I'll show you the plinth from that side. But as you can see down there, I mean, it's hard to see through this fence, but there isn't much in the way of remains. All right, so we've made it down to the other side. If I just point you over here, you can just see that plinth on the right hand side over there. that's what the station building rested on. And if you look down there, we'll just have a little scan round. You can see the other plinth on the other side. If you just scan round, there's not much left down there. So right where those two tracks are in the middle, there would have been a double platform there, or a two-sided platform. And then there would have been one on the far side and also one down here as well. And it was reached by steps coming down from the station building. So you'd have had a central staircase there and then two on the outside as well. But there's nothing else down there. I can't even see any concrete from the platforms. Because I mean, all these tracks have been relayed and renewed, so they probably smashed it all to pieces many years ago. Now this station, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but this wasn't the original station. And I'm going to take you somewhere in a minute and show you the original site, or what we believe was the original site. What we'll do at the end of this video as well is I'll show you a load of pictures of this station so you can visualize what it would have looked like. Now, I stand corrected. I've just been looking at the old pictures to try to see if there's anything left around here. And I've just noticed there's actually only 2 platforms at this station. I'm sure I saw a picture somewhere that had 4 platforms on it. But anyway, there was just 2. There was a central one and then one on this side down here. And the track at the far side was what I would class as a through line, where they didn't need to stop at any platform. So I stand corrected on that. Now if we just take a look at the side of the station building, I'm told that this building here is the original station master's house. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate or not, but I did read it online. You can see the bridge is just here, and the station building would have been right behind us here. And it's directly opposite. Somebody said that they lived in that house and they knew it as the station master's house. And just as a side note as well, directly opposite where the station is, the pub is called the Station Hotel. Normally a dead giveaway that there was a station in the area. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures, some of my fade pictures of before and after. If I can match them up, because there's a massive fence right in the way of these pictures now. But I'm currently stood on a tree. So hopefully I'm going to match a picture up for you now around this point. And as you can see, the terrace houses across the way, they've gone now. And it's now a couple of factories and all industry over the other side. Obviously the platforms have long gone and the station building has gone as well. But you can still see some of the retaining wall on the opposite side. The old original wall, well, it looks like it anyway. Right, so we've brought you down here to the end of the Middleton Railway, where it joins the Midland Railway. Now you may remember I was down here in July and I was talking about that gate behind me and how overgrown it was. Well, obviously it's winter now, so it's all clear and you can see everything. But anyway, I've brought you down here because I want to show you something. Now a lot of people didn't know, but the Hunslet Station that everyone knows today, or did know, was actually not the original station. There was actually another station down here on the Midland, a bit further down. Now we're about a quarter of a mile away from the Hunslet Station up there. And just down here somewhere, Now we're not exactly sure of the exact location, but somewhere down here was another station and it had 2 platforms. Now I'll tell you the story of why they moved it. So basically this one down here opened in 1840, and at the time, probably 20 years later, they widened the Midland Railway from 2 tracks to 4 tracks, and in doing that they had to demolish the station that was here and also move it further up the line. Now that station up there opened in 1873, so this one only lasted 23 years. Now I'm at the point where me and Kris suspect this station was, and if I'm just going to point you over the fence and show you why I think that. So here we are at the side of the Midland, and you can see it's still 4 tracks today. I mean technically 5 if you include the service track over there. But if you just look over here, you can see what remains, a load of old wall just over there. Now we don't know how much of this station would have been demolished when they demolished it and where it exactly was. But again, if you just look over there, and I'll zoom in for you now, there's something that looks suspiciously like a subway, a bricked up subway entrance or some kind of an access. It's definitely been bricked up somewhere. And then if you follow the wall along there, you can see what looks like the back of a platform or a station platform. Now you can tell that that wall is original, not the red wall above it. That's obviously new because of this bingo hall here. Now there's nothing on this side that we can see. It all seems to be on the far side. But if I was to guess that there was a station somewhere on here, now we know it was between this bridge here and the bridge up there. So again, I'm going to zoom in for you. We know it was between these 2 points. And if you look on the far left wall up there, that's what I suspected earlier was where the station was, because there's like a recess in the wall. But Kris seems to believe it was a bit further, probably 200 yards further down and here. Now I just thought I'd bring you down and show you that, because not a lot of people know that this even existed. I didn't until recently. Everybody thinks that that was the only station. Now just while we're making our way back up the track here, Kris mentioned that a lot of the apprentices that are training for Network Rail come down here to practice laying tracks and things. And you can see there's a piece of electric rail there. You can tell by the couplers there. You can see they've been practicing laying sleepers and track things.